Good day, YouTube, and welcome to Bishop's Blast. I'm your host. I go by the name of Dr. Mebane, where we dive into what I consider a sanitized version of a YouTube channel where we talk about all things firearms related. Now, I'm not a subject matter expert by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just an old retired Navy guy who loves God and has quite the affinity for all things that go boom. At this time, do me a real quick favor and, that's right, hit that subscribe button for me. As we continue to try to chronicle my Second Amendment journey, I just want you to be able to have a blast with me. And since I'm already asking for favors, go ahead, do me another real quick favor, and that's right, hit that like button for me. And share. Sharing's caring, and I want you to share this with your friends and your families so that we can maybe have some edutainment. Be educated and entertained all at the same time. So I want to welcome you to another edition of Bishop's Blast. Come on, let's get it in. Today, I am thankful that we're retired for the time being from all of the tabletop reviews, even though I've had a good time doing it. We're kind of trying to decipher some of the shooting videos and putting some of that stuff together. But right now, I actually had a subscriber that said, hey, look, it's summertime and we really want to get out there. But at the same time, yes, we've done our due diligence. We've got our training. We got our concealed carry license. But what is the best firearms to carry while we're out there? That means summertime, lighter clothes, some stuff that's more tighter fitting clothes that you might have on. And, when it was wintertime, fall time, you had on bigger stuff, bigger jackets. It was easier to wear medium to full-size guns and not necessarily print. But now it's more of a factor when it's summertime and you're out there, you want to throw some shorts on, just go out there. I think the person said that they want to go to picnics. They're out there walking around. They're just going to be out there and they want to be able to be comfortable. I will say this. You have a better chance or more of a propensity to truly, really exercise your Second Amendment right and conceal carry if you're comfortable doing so. If it becomes something that's daunting to you, that's a struggle to you, and you have to switch clothes 4 or 5 times because you don't know if somebody can tell that you got that Glock 19 on you, it might be a problem. But if you find something that's comfortable and it's effective without printing, it's a win-win situation. So I just want to throw three recommendations. Some of them you've probably seen on my channel before, but these are real quick bangers that'll kind of help you out when it comes down to concealed carry, especially during the summertime. I believe summertime's fun time, so let's get ready to go out there and get it in. I'm going to start it off first on my list with this firearm right here. It is the CAR CM9, excuse me. It is the CAR CM9. If you already recognize one thing is, I don't have big hands, I don't have small hands either, but for normal size hands, it literally engulfs this whole firearm. This is the CAR CM9. And just to let you know, this firearm is safe and it is clear, safe direction and shoot. This is the CAR CM9. And this striker fire pistol is chambered in the good old-fashioned 9mm. Now, let me get and share one thing with you. This is for its size, the frame is a little weighty. Where some people might have a problem with that, specifically if you say you're gonna throw it into your shorts. Let me get and show you. This is one of the only holsters I got out, but it fits into a holster that you can just go ahead and snug and put onto your shorts. It's really not that heavy. So if your shorts has a nice good elastic grip to it, you're not gonna have a problem with this. And some people actually just go ahead and put the whole thing in your pocket, and you can actually pocket carry this. The one thing about it is, anytime that you're gonna pocket carry, most firearms that I pocket carry, I want them to be I want to make sure, number one, it still has a holster where the trigger guard is still covered. So where there's no possibility that I'm going to accidentally activate that trigger, either by it being snagged when I put it in my pocket or for any other reason. But where it has a little weight to it, but not too much where it's going to pull your shorts down. It's going to help you, once again, to mitigate more felt recoil. And the only thing that I did to this, because it's snappy, but it's not snappy, I did put a little rubber grip around it that allows me to get a good perch on it. So this is a good recommendation. Look how small it is. And chambered in 9mm, KARS CM9, it'll get the job done. So give that a shot, KARS CM9. Number 2, for all of you out there, and it's summertime, you want to go out there and you're at the barbecue, you don't even have an opportunity to sit up there and put a holster on, but you really do want to pocket carry a firearm. Let me once again introduce to you the Ruger's LCP. Now, I don't have the LCP2. I probably would recommend that one over this one, but the Ruger LCP. And this hammer fire, even though it's internal hammer fire, this is also chambered. It's polymer frame. It's chambered in 380, and it carries 7+1 if you chamber around. So this is a Ruger LCP. The one thing that I like about it, once again, if I put it in a holster, I still want to find a holster that covers that trigger guard. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this one actually came with one, with the holster that actually goes into it. But the reason why I don't mind this to put in my pocket to carry over the KARS CM9 is this. It's because of the double action trigger when it comes down to utilizing this firearm. So once again, this double action trigger, the trigger pull on this, let me try it from this so you can see it. It is quite heavy. So the trigger pull on this, once again, it is quite heavy. Why do you want a heavy trigger pull? Every time I'm looking at people, Dr. Mebane online, every time I see them, they are trying to eliminate the amount of pound per pressure it takes to pull the trigger. And you might want that on a race gun. You might want that on a competition gun. You may even want it on a home defense gun. I don't know, not me. But the reason why you want a double action trigger on something that you're gonna pocket carry is because it's a whole lot harder for you to accidentally activate this firearm. So when I pull this firearm, when I pull the trigger, I have to be extremely intentional when I pull it. So for some people it says, hey, I need something small enough. It's not 9mm, chambered in 380. But let me introduce you to the LCP2, Ruger's LCP. This is the P, not the 2. The 2 is better. So if you're gonna get one, probably for the amount that I paid for this a long time ago, the 2's probably going for it anyway. So get and copy this. It'll work for you. Last and not least, and I probably will bring them both back up just to show you a size comparison real quick, will be probably the OG when it comes down to micro carry pistols. And this one is 6 Hours P365. That's right. This is 6 Hours P365. It is clear, safe direction, and shoot. This is 6 Hours P365. Let me tell you a couple of things that I do like about this before I do the size comparison. I do like that the frame and the barrel is ported. Kind of helps with some of that felt recoil. This is the SAS edition, so you don't see external sights on this. So you don't see an external front or back sight. There's no optic that's on it. And when it comes down to it, if you really look at the even the magazine release, these things are very ingrained when it comes down to this. SAS supposedly stands for snag free. And the reason why they did this is so that when if you happen to pocket this one, you don't have to worry about something getting caught on this firearm, not a front or back sight. But it does actually have an internal sight kind of optic in the SAS edition, which is sort of like a green, looks like a green bullseye from here. And this is the 6 Hours P365 SAS edition. This polymer frame striker fire pistol is chambered in 9mm, and just to let you know, this has a 10+1 capacity. So out of all of these, this is what you're gonna get more bang for your buck with, and that's the 6 Hours P365 SAS edition. Now, real quick before I let you go, let me show you. I'm taking all the mags out of these. Taking all the mags out. Taking all the mags out. I'm going to show you a size comparison. This is the Kahr CM9, first one I showed you. Look at it in comparison to the Ruger LCP. The Kahr is a little bit longer. If you look at thickness, the Kahr is also a little bit thicker. And there's an obvious weight differential when it comes down the difference between the two. But when it comes down to, when you're looking at things from a concealment perspective, you're really not looking at this as much as this. So this is what's going to be showing if you're wearing an inside the waistband holster. And so from a printing perspective, really is not that big of a difference if you were going to have this in a belt loop. Once again, 9 times out of 10, you're probably pocket carrying this. Now let's leave the Kahr out and let's put the Kahr beside 6 Hours P365. When it comes down to the length, this thing is pretty much exactly the same. Maybe the Kahr is still a little bit thicker, but remember, and I don't think I said it, the Kahr probably has, it actually has a 7-round capacity +1 8. When this has 10+1, same size, and the 6 Hour P365 is a lot lighter, and because of the porting and the slide and in the barrel, it's a lot less felt recoil. So if I was going to pick one that was better than the other one, not that any of them are that expensive, but the most expensive one actually just happens to be the best shooter as well. So if you want to go out there and make sure that you got the most bang for your buck, you're going to want to stick with 6 Hours P365. For all of you that just want to slim fit it this summer, get the SAS edition. Once again, I just want to thank you, and I wanted to answer you, because if you have any questions, if I can come up with any possible solutions that might be able to help you out, that's what I'm here for. And I'm having a blast doing it. So I want you to continue to tune in. I'm actually going to go into something that's a concealed carry that I haven't shot in a while, but really I'm starting to fall back in love with. I'll talk about that coming up soon. I don't know if it's next week or not. It depends, because if you have a question, guess what? Your questions jump to the front of my video expositions as I send them out. So I want to once again thank you for continuing to tune in with me with Bishop's Blast. Please continue to do so. Invite somebody, share, let them know what's going on so that we can do this together. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Stay tuned and be blessed.